Morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Renegade there. Yeah, man, renegade, we're not afraid, man, of the wilderness. Keep it real and honest, tabloid. Yeah, man. All right, we have enough things to talk about. First, we're going to talk about the tropical storm. Might have turned into a hurricane. Yeah, it a touchdown, and they're close to Jamaica. So we have to tell people them, prepare. But me I go show Johncrow jacket, bush rat, dead man, and the idiot Dora attack bullshit. Say them prepare. One say them prepare, the other one say them not prepare. It don't make no sense. It don't. Right? Yes. Them come and attack garbage. One say prepare, the other one say not prepare. And I'm going to show you Tuftong now. Tuftong put up a video. He might read comments. He might read comments and want to attack people on comments. You believe this? Tuftong reading comments. The man I read comments. We can't believe this. Him so thin skin that him start read people comments and attack one bag of bullshit. Tuftong. Nobody with that, Nobody with this. Say I read what the people them say. And I say, oh, so you want to do this? And you want to? Tuftong, go sit down. Go and go sit down. You're the worst. The truth is, you're the worst. You know, say you're the worst minister in the history. Minister. When you add on the L to it, you're the worst minister in the history of the world, brother. Don't do this. Yeah? What you do, it show you your pity. I'm going to show you the Johncrow jacket too. When you speak a little thing in the house, when the opposition address him, them did right. Them did right, man. Them did right. Bigfoot, you too out order. So we're going to deal with your case again. But the storm, when you look out for the storm, look out for the storm. Yeah, it's serious. Yeah. And by the way, stop telling the people them say, to prepare. Because nothing not prepare. No, Thursday, Tuesday, the opposition are asking about this. You are saying to prepare and this. But the girl, Dora, she get up on a chat one bag of shit. One bag of shit. Yeah? I could start with show because I start beat them from already too, But I start beating them from already. So I'm going to start my show now.
We are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber.
When people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand the Luciano with us, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
it's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Wanna go find up the youth, them relieve down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes and buy them.
right, so make we listen, dead man. For him say the place prepare. Listen this. Hold on there.
Our shelter supervisors, managers, and volunteers are on.
Is in place as emergency services shift into response mode.
I want to say that our shelters, the 800 and odd shelters, have been inspected.
That's a lie. Remember, people at the school, them use, you know. The school, them. More you hear how this guy big and stinker lie. Him just say the shelter them inspected when the school them open same way. Them are use them. So not no inspect. I mean, I know you like inspect 800 hard school, 700 hard school, including basic school. This is a lie. This is how the people them be fierce and lie. Remember Tuesday, Mark them have to walk out, you know. Yesterday or Wednesday, yesterday them said this, you know. Hear this? Look here. Hear this.
Response mode.
I want to say that our shelters, the 800 and odd shelters, have been inspected.
Have been, mark the word, have been inspected. Big dirty thinking, dead man, Mackenzie. I lie my tell, Mr. Piece of shit. Yes? All right. You hear what I'm saying? Have been inspected. This nasty people of Jamaica, who never get real. And by the way, Starmer come now. No labor right call and beg nothing, you know. My sister, when they shall watch me. My little sister does call me, you know. And I said, brother, I said, great. My vote for liberty and I get done. She said, brother, you have to say that. Remember, she work, you know. But you call it PD work and she work. Me no get them up. Me just start so right now we're paranoid, you know. So we just burn everything, you know. Me just say to her, she laugh. You know, Mr. gave a joke. And just said, none of them don't call me, you know. None. See this I come, don't hear the people who don't know much, listen, don't spend 1 cent down there. Yeah, labor, right? Go away, go to Andrew. Hear the man lie. Hear this.
Our shelter supervisors, managers, and volunteers are on standby.
Lie my tell again. Both volunteers and things. Where them cap up these people. Not no go so lie. This is how them lie, you know. Them just go around the mic and just lie to Jamaican people all the time. Watch this.
We have pre-positioned relief supplies in various sections of the island. We are also putting emergency
We are also put in emergency. All of this a lie.
equipments and teams in areas that we
So we not see emergency equipment and team in no areas.
know are challenging areas. We
So none of their burger gully, none of outer east. So we matter about him put emergency and team is lie. So sandbag. We can hey, them go you know.
do have a list of the areas that we need to pay attention to. There are some particular communities in Jamaica that we are concerned about. Those communities know themselves, but I just want to mention a few. Rocky Point in Clarendon is one area.
So yes, emergency, yes, a team that none of that. You too lie, brother.
Taylor Land in the eastern part of the island
Nothing other than either.
is another. We have the Duane Park area, New Haven, and several other communities. The Burger Gully.
Same to burger gully, sandbag. All right, so him say, now make him finish hearing. But on the same platform, I don't know, you know, so when you steam them, now do something good. You know, do something good. But on the same platform, him say one thing, and you hear the dumb, stupid ass, Dora, the education minister, Dora the explorer. I tell you something different. She's so dumb and fool, that she has said, remember Starmer come people. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Starmer come. Storm. Dumb Dora, on the same platform, I put it up now. And this is what she tell the journalists, and none of them not pick up nothing. When these people talk garbage, she said, the kids them go up online. She want all of the school. Remember, you know, Bushrat does say they one of them prepare. The 700 at school, plus other shelters. Them inspect them. Inspect them. I don't know how much people there you know, get for inspect nearly 1,000 shelter. That is a lie. Yeah? She said no, them are going to use the school them for shelter. So them have to prepare for use them. So the kids them are stay home and then do them job online in a storm. But we know it's a light post to blow down like and thing. Or you get internet for do job, for do school. This is all shit dumb and stupid. Not my work. Hear this. Hear this. Not my work.
Putting emergency equipments and teams in areas that we know are challenging areas. We do have a list of the areas that we need to pay attention.
So here she come in from the same platform, so they are chat shit. Listen.
There are some particular communities in Jamaica that we are concerned about. Those communities know themselves, but I just want to mention a few. Rocky Point in Clarendon is one area. Taylorland in the eastern part of the island is another. We have the Duane Park area, New Haven, and several other communities, the Burger Gully.
And Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says schools should begin preparing now for a shift to online learning.
No, anybody fool like this? We're going to have a hurricane and you shift to online learning. Should be. After Bushrat does tell me, say, them examine all of the school them already. Lie, you know. Less than 24 hours. Lie. Lie. Hear this. And she come with online learning, prepare. Hear this.
As many of you know, many of our schools are used as designated shelters. 780 schools across Jamaica are among the 881 that Mr. Thompson spoke about.
See, 700 at school, even the basic one, them, you know, were not good. Then just name something.
Earlier. And so our schools are definitely going to be mobilized, in particular.
Going to be. People have been awesome. You know, she does say, look why? Dead man speak before her. Remember, you know, them say them use the school. Instead, them inspect them already. And they make them ready. They shelter them ready. She said, going to be mobilized. I saw them tell the people, them like, you have them that say them are journalists, and them that stop her in our track and say, hold on. Him just say, all of the shelter, them including the whole of the school, them inspect already. That means, yeah. And then you come and say them going to be used. Hear this. Listen again.
As designated shelters. 708.
As designated shelters.
Dana Morris-Dixon says schools should begin preparing now for a shift to online learning.
So if you go shelter, or you do online learning, either you have no, or you just online learning. In a hurricane.
As many of you know, many of our schools are used as designated shelters. 780 schools across Jamaica are among the 881 that Mr. Thompson spoke about earlier. And so our schools are definitely going to be mobilized in particular areas, we believe. And so in terms of schools, what we are saying to our schools at this point is that they need to make preparations to potentially go online. And so you need to get ready with Google Classroom, and we understand.
In a hurricane, get ready. Google Classroom. In a hurricane. Yes, without electricity and anything. So it's them go up on Google Class and do online learning. According to she. You can't have them dumbass people here in these ministry run it and then come and tell lie. Them don't know what them chat. Them just want to chat something. I remember, you know, when you chat line, straight come, truth come straight. Dead man come and tell you one thing, which we know say it couldn't take 24 hours. If you go inspect so much shelter, you'd have to prepare longer than that. If you just try to go out of them, it's a burden. Him too lie. Him too lie. All of them too lie. Watch this.
And also that not every community has internet, has access in that way. And that's really why for us in the ministry really don't like closing schools, because some...
So should I like closing? That makes sense. That's why we in the ministry don't like close school in a hurricane. Who are gonna send them people? You go there because you're big and dumb and fool. That's why we at the ministry don't like close school. So if you never use that shelter where you open it, who don't send them people in the hurricane? Who so careless and what this? If you go send the people in a hurricane. I'll be a shit chatter. Be a garbage. Put them on the mic and listen what them attack and tell me if them have sense. So no man. These people make people cause every day, you know. The country everyone know. Because all these talk is just some jackasses run out and chat one bag of bullshit. And the media just sit down and just listen to this garbage and nobody challenge it or ask the right question. Don't make no sense to me. That's why them not like close school.
Stand also that not every community has internet, has access in that way.
So why you having about online? But we think about have to save life first and limbs and make sure everybody's safe. Because if your place mash up, you have any time to tell your pitney to go up online where you try to do survival. Eh? People don't have no sense. Sick. Eh? You know, she's a dumbass piece of shit. The thing where she has spent her amount to make no sense. She gone to all online and we not like close school. Who does send them pitney in this time for go school? The kids them, you know. So she want to get rid of the kids them now. She wasn't on Grinch. She don't just want to take with them tie. She want Angela Grinch to take with them tie, you know. The water gun. And any little plastic I gun. And she now attack a bag of bullshit and nobody say, but man, we have to back up. Who am I? You say I be a garbage in our chat. Hear this now? Hear this.
And that's really why for us in the ministry we really don't like closing schools, because some students are really very disadvantaged.
People, so, people was, them have sense, them have sense, advantage. That's why we don't like close school in an emergency, in a hurricane. First, we ever hear a dumb skull education minister chat too much shit. Eh? No, but this is garbage. And them I want to listen to. This is garbage. Them not just lie and this not funny, but them stupid pants up of it. Eh? It's stupid pants up of this. No money, no job, supermarket full. One look back to, yeah, yes. No, but this is garbage. You can't believe that this is education. When a picnic get extra dunce now, you know. Them have to move she. Just listen, she not fit for me, not even. She can't brush her dark teeth. She could, hey, I have to brush my dark teeth, you know. Oh, she turn education minister. So them have a big stupid health minister. Them have a stupid education minister. Them have a drunk of a water minister. Them have a rat, a bush rat, for local go. A big garbage. These are garbage. Hear this. She don't like close school.
And also that not every community has internet, has access in that way. And that's
she bring up internet. And I tell them for PPF online. But it's not every not house, you know. Communities have it. Not every community. But them to go up online and do school. But when I know the place are damaged, well, right away, she shouldn't even chat. If you think about life and limbs, save that. Yeah. This is a waste of money, turtle boy. This is garbage. She a garbage. And them yeah, people really listen to. And the amount of lies. This makes sense too, no?
Really why for us in the ministry really don't like closing schools, because some students are really very disadvantaged. But the safety of everybody and all our students and our teachers is of utmost importance.
Yeah, in our storm, whether that talking is not supposed to come up non-tal. If you talk about the safety of every single Jamaican. Them confused because be a shit them attack. Them just want to keep this. Talk about the media, it hurt me. Oh, you have a leader. Them claim them have a media landscape. And these stupid ass people chat shit. And none of them so-called journalists pick up the garbage and ask the right question and push back. So the media now do Jamaica justice. Them are shit too. They are all shit. You can't make them people come chat them bullshit here. And you know, listen, you just sit down and just take note and just broadcast this. You're all repeaters. You're garbage. This is garbage. It is.
And so as we're preparing for this storm, we need to prepare for everyone. Some of our students will not be able to have internet. And so we'd say to our schools, prepare the worksheets for those.
Real garbage. Real garbage bin this. Not just the garbage, but she had the bin. She had the bin. Yeah, Bertha. Yeah, man. This is the bin. This is the garbage bin. That. This. And Max mad this. People, Jamaica, if you ever run away, don't follow her. She had one of the zombie them. She don't know what she talks, you know. She just talk for just talk sake. But me love how she come talk because she just show dead man and the big mama. Yes. Don't have the headpiece, man. Don't go online. Yeah. No access. Look, see. When she come and talk, say, good. It makes sense? No. No. Stop it. It made them look bad, you know, man. More and more, you know. The big fuss Tuesday. Waiting about Tuesday. The big fuss. I will the one that said Johncrow jacket. And this is what Johncrow jacket said. Go on this song. Listen this.
Capacity. We're now using our own Doppler radar, whereas before we had to depend almost solely on external sources and external support. So NEPA is on guard. Indeed, the Water Resources Authority that monitor your riverbeds are on guard to ensure that
NEPA on guard. What them on guard do? I fight the storm and guard. And what manage riverbed? It are dirty. Where them come out for? With this? What them I say? With this? And then listen, here people hold them accountable. You come out and say you're prepared. And then Mr. say you're not prepared. Done with you. Done with you. This is bullshit. Play.
they feed information through their program.
These are garbage. Them are garbage. This is what that say in the house the other day. When them respond to him. Listen this.
The National Response Team will be meeting to evaluate the situation and the next steps.
Listen.
This team is coordinated by the ODPEM and involves a wide range of stakeholders, including the Met Service.
So you gotta ask him the question. Because him talk, remember my water, him tell you everything, and him tell you on behalf of who? Our Minister Works too. Our Minister Road. Listen.
And municipal corporations. On behalf of Minister Morgan, I am
on behalf of have bug life. But with the road and everything. So them have to ask him the question. That's why you have to run with big foot. Big crusty thinking foot. You have to run with that. She too enough. Because the opposition there for all the government accountable. And nobody can hide behind something and tell about no standing at that. Hey, them to fuck off. You hear me? Yes. All right. Here it is.
Advising also that the NWA is currently assessing drains and will take necessary emergency action based on the current threat assessment. Madam Speaker, it is not lost on us that Melissa is the 13th named storm of the season, but notably the first to form in the Caribbean Sea. This detail is significant. The extended period of calm in our region allowed sea temperatures to rise to record levels.
So I'm talk about everything I talk about, and I talk further, remember, ministers. So you have to deal with it as such, on behalf of Bug Life. Obviously, Bug Life has show Coley and a show thing now, say, you know, they might deal with this. So the first about she talk about standing there, they have to move her. She's a mere referee. We don't worry about no standing nothing. She for the school. Yeah, man. She need to go outside. She too stink. I'm going to tell every PMP, you know, make sure you go up there, put that, you run away too, you know. Because you never vote for her, you know. Make sure you run away. She will go, man. Yeah, man. Who talk, me don't know, AG. At the first me hear somebody tell about going like, who for picking them at she talk to? She do, hey, I walk in there that, Dora, she have sense? Dora have sense to AG. Who talk about online and we don't like close school, but you use it as shelter? Who does send them picking in school? Who would have send them unless you want to get rid of your own self? You don't go through for send your kids to school in a hurricane? Eh? The whole of them, they make sense. All them if you talk about around country.
Creating what scientists now call rocket fuel for storm intensification.
Besides about that down this. Eh? All this piece of shit get up now if you talk about run country. Oh. Eh? All this garbage get up for people that say them are run country. Them can be minister in real life. Them enhance the country well-being and welfare or something. No. Them gonna rape the country at wealth. Them have no sense to run country. They look on the Johncrow here, on to be a minister. When understand that look on the one about speaker, women. These are all garbage. Destroy anybody. Yeah. See? This is garbage. Look on this. Eh? Them make sense? No. Will them chat make sense? No. Misinformation. Garbage chat about go learn from school and eh? Well, Paul. People have, yeah. Celia. People have listen to them, you know. Because at the end of the day, this is a garbage I'm talking, you know. You understand? Them not have no shelter. Can't remember, you know, we see some of the places of some basic school where them have fancy black, water blowing by and all kind of thing and take off roof. So when them say them examine, this was a lie. Merlin, man. It's a lie. Straight lie. So this is how them continue to live. One just tell Jamaica lie every day. People don't get fed up of them. Now the labor, them supposed to ball, you know, because Father God not sleep. It's when they mash up, I don't want nobody come talk about Jamaica, you know. You will not get 1 cent from me. One. Go to Andrew Onis. So we are separate PMP from Labour right now, you know. We have to. And nobody now come and say, yes, me vote. Remember, you have to run them background, you know. I don't go in a Labour right here then. Can we call and say, yeah, I beg a money because the star mash me, I go to Anjo. The country rich according to him. The piece of shit, you know. Go to Anjo. Who no shall suffer. When it's garbage. Yes. They are garbage. None of them. Hey, me don't care what happened right now. Yeah, you have to get serious. It needs tough love. Because they may take a fee that, you know. You take your things and send go give them. Who me do anything, man? Yes, man, I run the country and mash up. But think because me I get it. Go away. Make sure Andrew go on everything. Make sure not even that bread scent. Yeah, them to go away. When rain fall, everywhere in a Jamaica flood, not clean, not no do. And them know say Andrew not do nothing. But just chat and hide the wealth. So you see why the opposition have to talk the other day. Them have to talk. This is garbage. Garbage. By the way, let me just swing across to Tuftong. Let me swing across to Tuftong. Here it is. Tuftong. Me can't believe say Tuftong. Me can't believe say you're so thin skin now. Very thin skin. This is where Tuftong come out of the people. Hear this. Hear this.
Jamaica ever seen healthcare? Truth for boss. So earlier, I posted on my social media pages my views.
Move this.
Where people spew hate and vitriol.
So I'm come up with this thing and talk about cyberbullying. You are the minister. So don't bother talk about. Listen, Tuftong, let me tell you this. Cyberbullying leave that to private citizen. When you're a minister, you be here and I can play this to you. Me hear one of them about Donald Trump. I said she got the most death threat. So them just make sure monitor and protect her. That's how it go. He might call himself now. I play this victim cyberbullying. Go with that. He's a minister. No people not gonna like you. No people answer something that just talk. You know, compound this and talk about cyber like you try silent people. And I read out comments. The two thin skin government. Hear this. You talk about cyberbullying. People are dead by your watch, brother. The whole of the baby them 200 are dead by your watch. People top have a chair and dead. Woman buy $95,000 worth of pill for 1 week. Our mother still dead. Nothing in the hospital. All these murder on your watch. Hear this.
Biggest p-hole Jamaica ever seen healthcare. Truth for boss. So earlier, I posted on my social media pages my views on cyberbullying, where people spew hate and vitriol either to hurt others or to just create a negative impression of those persons. So I decided to go into my pages and pull over a period of time some of the responses on the negative side, just to make the point, and hopefully try to respond to some of them. Jamaica deserves you like a hole in the head. What that mean, boss? You want to kill me?
Him say hole in the head. So you say you want to kill me. What that mean, boss? You want? What this? Him say Jamaica deserve like you with a hole in your head. The way you read out, what this? What this? Hear this.
Tuftong is the biggest p-hole Jamaica ever seen healthcare.
Just tell them you have put the hole. Yes. So what that don't say. So hold on. Somebody can write say you're the biggest Tony hole, brother. So that's to call them the biggest p hole. And cyberbully that. You're the minister. It come with a job. See that man and not true. You're the biggest p hole. That's true. It's true. Yeah, man. The biggest one. Bigger than Big Mama one. You're the biggest one, brother. See? That's true. What that? Why did I read out that? You can't believe the man start police. I laugh, you know. The man remember costing me. Hey, can you imagine After so much people are dead for the watch, eh? The man come and read out them your comments. So what that you want to me dead? Tuftong are the biggest P hole. Of course you are. You are. The biggest P hole in the health system. Never. Nobody not stay like Tuftong. Tuftong must have the place. Look here.
Respond to some of them. Jamaica deserves you like a hole in the head. What that mean, boss? You want to kill me? Tuftong is
Jamaica deserve you like a hole in the head. What that mean, boss? You want to kill me? Eh? Yeah, this now.
the biggest P hole Jamaica ever seen in healthcare. Truth for boss. That sounds like a threat to me. I try my
Yeah, no. Truth for boss. Tuftong, be yourself, man. He not say you're truth. The man say, at the biggest P hole. Then him read something say, truth for boss. Him could have talk a goat. And the man said, truth for boss. Maybe I'm kinder. I must say, one doctor might have to operate for you. Him not call it. You say I'm thin skin, short for boss. What that mean? You want hear this?
my best. I'm not perfect. But the truth is we have made progress in public health. In many ways, one is almost laughable. Then if Tuftong own a funeral home, what would you expect him need on a body? I have never ever owned a funeral home.
And your bedroom when the funeral home. And it come with incentive. Hear that? You hear this? You hear this? So when Pumbala cut short and everybody has it, it's okay, right? That's all right. Yes. Yeah, man. You hear this? If you go fix the hospital, fix the hospital problem, nobody fire him. And the people them are going to talk because you come and go. You give him a award for not working, non-performance. For mash up the hospital system, you give him a award. The man them to be a face.
This is an outright untruth. Should a loader trailer pace you out? This guy said a trailer must drive over me and pace.
Should a loader, about that, should a loader trailer, he never said could have said should a loader, should, just to ask a question, a loader trailer pace you out. You could have been a poster anything, should a loader, what is? And what am I say? You say thin skin.
Me out on the ground. Tuftong is a disgrace of a health minister. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So these are just.
He's a disgrace. It's true. Yeah. Him get travel advisory, you know. But you still 100 and give him a award. Or you get travel advisory and then turn around and get a award for not fixing nothing at all, everything but down. The man them award themselves in front of your eye because them why you believe in the lie when I want to see him when I suffer. It don't make no sense. Yeah. It don't make no sense. You are suffer, and then give him a award. Let them laugh after the people, map. But we get serious. No labourer can get my money. None. Nothing for me neither. Nothing. And everybody want to follow suit. Because them all right to them to go to Anjo. Yeah, hear this.
A few, and there are many more. There are very positive ones and there are negative ones. So we're going to talk about the vitriol and the hate and the innuendos on social media. It is real. And
when we talk about social media real, he's a minister. Listen. Hear this, people. It's when I talk. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. When the young miss always are back, CNN. What's your name again? Green. Green's name, Green. What's your name? What kind of Green's name again, people? I want to show him something. But the lady always a back chump. What's your name again? She named something like Green. Republican. What's your name again, the lady with a back chump? She named Audrey, what's her name? Marjorie. Marjorie Green. It's the Marjorie Green, right? All right. Let me hear this.
Members of Congress, Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia usually draws the ire of Democrats, but now she's speaking out against some in her own party and coming out in favor of what Democrats demand to reopen the government, an extension of enhanced health care subsidies.
Congresswoman Greene, thank you for joining us here in the Situation Room. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start there. Let's start with the shutdown. So you voted for the short-term funding bill, but now you're talking about this health care issue. Help us better understand. Why now?
Well, actually, this is something I talked about when I first ran for Congress in 2020 because I grew up in a construction company family. Bought that company after college and retired my parents. And after the ACA was passed,
the Affordable Care Act.
Yes, the Affordable Care Act, our family's health insurance premium went from $800 a month to $2,400 a month. So I've known about this as a major problem.
So she did have the same view as my brother Sheldon. But hear this now.
For a long time. It's not just ACA recipients whose premiums are going to skyrocket very soon. It has been a disaster for many Americans across the board. And cost of living is so high now. Many of my constituents, many of my friends, and even my own children are finding health insurance.
So she woke up in a reality. The labor right them still a tell lie. You hear this?
Insurance to be extremely unaffordable and something that they are having to go without. So I think this is an incredibly important issue. I think it is a crisis. I don't think it's something to wear political party team jerseys on. I think it's something that we have to address and fix.
And it's very personal for you.
Very personal. It's affected my own life. And the Affordable Care Act was passed in 2010. So we're 15 years down the road, and the industry has changed drastically. Many companies dropped out of the market. We've seen doctors stop having their own practices and become hospital employees. We now have to import doctors because we don't have enough. Healthcare has drastically changed, and I'm one of those that gets real tired of political drama when it's not actually solving a problem. And this is such a crisis that I'm willing to say, okay, everyone, we have to do something about this. It shouldn't be something that we dangle the American people or military pay or all of these things. We shouldn't be dangling them back and forth. We have to fix it.
What are you hearing from your constituents right now? And do you have any regrets about voting for that short-term continuing resolution, that spending bill?
Thank you for that question. Number one, I am a Republican, and I support the president. I was very vocal about I didn't want to vote for a CR. I want to pass our appropriations. That's our constitutional duty, and I want to bring that taxpayer dollars back to my district. I work hard on that, so that was important to me. But I support the president, and I voted for the CR. Number two, what am I hearing from my constituents? It's great. We track all the calls that come into my office. About 60% of the calls coming in right now are calls of support and saying, yes, health insurance is a crisis. They're telling us stories about how they're already paying $2,000 a month with $10,000 deductibles. I'm getting phone calls from people that are saying if the ACA tax credits expire, they aren't going to be able to have health insurance. They're going to have to drop it. But I'm hearing from people on both sides, people already on the ACA and people that are already getting crushed by high health insurance premiums.
I'm going to ask you about this new Washington Post poll. It shows that 47% of Americans believe that President Trump and the Republicans are mainly responsible for the shutdown. You see it here on the screen, compared to just 30% of Americans who blame Democrats. Of course, Republicans are the ones with the power. Do you agree with Americans in that poll that see the shutdown as your party's fault?
You know what? I don't think the shutdown is popular for either side. And so I see the shutdown completely different from maybe my party leadership. And I'm not putting the blame on the president. I'm actually putting the blame on the speaker and Leader Thune in the Senate. This should not be happening. And I don't think, look, as a member of Congress, we already have a low enough job approval rating. This shutdown is just going to drive everybody's approval rating that much lower.
But so you're putting the blame on the leadership of your party.
Absolutely. We control the House. We control the Senate. We have the White House. I've been vocal saying, you know, you can use the nuclear option in the Senate. This doesn't have to be a shutdown. But what we have to do is we have to work for the American people. And our country is so divided right now. We see it all the time in every single way. It's divided in what I would say very dangerous ways. And we saw
Tuftong, listen this. Listen this, Tuftong. Where about cyberbullying? He's a minister.
That with the recent assassination of Charlie Kirk, which has upset so many people across the board. And
she's not there to tell about cyberbullying. She's a minister. She's a congresswoman. So it go with that kind of things. You see people that talk about cyberbullying. Yeah, hear that?
Look, when it comes to hearing from senior citizens or my own friends and neighbors and my own family members and people that voted for me, and they're just saying, Marjorie, we just really want somebody to do something about health insurance premiums. We really want our government and our leaders to actually focus on our country for a change and fix our problems. That is the message I constantly hear from my district, and I'm a representative. I don't have to be a cheerleader for my party.
Not the party, but who put you there? I tell Bigfoot, number 13. Hear this.
I have to represent my district because those are the people that hired me and sent me here. And I myself, I agree with them, and I'm pretty much over it's just drama constantly on TV. No offense, because you guys are on television, but that's all that we see in American politics now.
You know, there's reporting that President Trump, as you know, recently called at least 2 senior Republicans to ask, and I'm quoting now from these reports, what's going on with Marjorie, end quote. Have you talked to the president about this issue? It's obviously so personal for you.
Well, you know, the president has my cell phone number, and he's called me many, many times. So if he wants...
Recently? How recent?
I don't get into that kind of details, but he knows how to call me, and he can ask me himself. But here's the deal. There's also this, and I'm not blaming you guys, but there is a media narrative trying to say that I don't support the president. I absolutely support the president. I campaigned for him for years. But I'm also an action person, and I want my party to solve problems.
And you say he's not getting good advice, though. You told Mani Raju. What specifically?
Well, I don't think it's good advice that a government shutdown is going to help Republicans.
Tell him the president should have shut down the country. True.
In the midterms. I don't agree with that. I also don't think it's good advice that Republicans ignoring the health insurance crisis is going to be good for midterms. I actually think that would be very bad for midterms. And I think that just not staying focused on America First policies is detrimental as well.
Yeah, and on that note, are you concerned about the cost of living?
Very.
That President Trump said he would lower?
The inflation crushed people in the past 4.5 years, and the costs have not come down. I myself can tell you my apartment in Washington, D.C., the electricity bill is $100 more than it was.
In Jamaica, people are suffering for $100. Well, chop the place.
Last year, because you can look at your own bill and look at cost. Prices have not come down. That is a reality. People's wages have not gone up. That's another reality. And so Americans are continuing to have a very difficult time getting by. And I'll go a step further. I'm a mom. And so when it comes to what is affecting my adult children's lives, who are 22, 26, and 28, I'm going to be 1,000% fighting for them.
Shall fight for your family and our constituent first, not party. In Jamaica, everybody line up and do this with a patacat.
Over any politician and any party. And I can tell you right now, that generation...
She put her kids and family over any politician and party. Listen.
Prices have not come down. That is a reality. People's wages have not gone up. That's another reality. And so Americans are continuing to have a very difficult time getting by. And I'll go a step further. I'm a mom. And so when it comes to what is affecting my adult children's lives, who are 22, 26, and 28, I'm going to be 1,000% fighting for them over any politician and any party. And I can tell you right now, that generation, they are barely making it, and they're very hopeless for their future.
So you're a mom first, a politician second.
That's right. I'm a mom first.
That's good to hear.
So I want to just ask you also about another issue you've been really outspoken about, and of course that is the Jeffrey Epstein files, wanting to release those. I know Democrats have also been calling for that. A few other.
Agintai Epstein, him thing release. Andrew Epstein, film thing release too. Andrew Agintai Epstein, we need film thing release. And by the way, Queenie Epstein thing for release too, you know. Can look at them in trouble down there, you know.
Republicans as well. The Democrats are accusing Speaker Johnson of delaying the swearing in of Arizona's Democratic Congresswoman-elect because she would give the last vote needed to release those Epstein files. I'm wondering, you know, the Speaker for his part, he has denied that. He said it's because of the shutdown. Have you spoken to him? Do you think she should be sworn in right away?
Well, I'll say it like this. I can't conclusively say if that's why the House is not in session, but the House should be in session. And the House should be in session for many reasons. We have appropriation bills that need to get passed. There is a new Democrat that's been elected that does deserve to be sworn in. Her district elected her. We have other bills that we need to be passing. And if it's to avoid the discharge petition, why drag this out? That is going to have 218 signatures. And so I say go ahead and do it and get it over with.
Sweet. You see that? Tuftong, when you come out now to talk about cyber, he's a minister. Let me make you finish here something. We need Andrew Epstein thing for release too, yeah? After Marjorie. Andrew, Big Mama Epstein, film tape for release too, you know. Yes. Hear this. Remember not this. Hear this, people. Boy, yeah, read both
The big
sides.
news that we're all following right now is obviously the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas and Gaza, and the hostage deal that all the remaining Israeli hostages, dead and alive, will be allowed to go back to Israel. President Trump is going to the region as early as this Friday. He wants to be there when this historic moment unfolds. He wants to witnesses, talk to his aides, talk to the Israelis, talk to the Palestinians as well. Do you have any concerns at all that this deal could still, God forbid, fall apart?
I don't know. I certainly applaud the president. This has been one of the issues that I've campaigned on and talked about constantly. I'm very much against America's involvement in foreign wars. And the president has worked very hard on this. However, we have to see Israel and Hamas, both sides, truly cement this agreement. But I certainly hope for all involved that this definitely is a peace deal that will remain.
We all hope that,
And on July 28th, you talked about that. You said, quote, it's the most truthful and easiest thing to say that October 7th in Israel was horrific and that all hostages must be returned. But so is the genocide, humanitarian crisis, and starvation happening.
That's right. So what we are talking about is the genocide. And you never see that way
in Gaza. On that note, when it comes to the genocide, I mean, do you believe that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal?
I don't know if I can accuse him of being a war criminal. However, well, let's just say both issues are bad. That's why I said that. What happened on October 7th is absolutely horrific. And of course, our hearts go out to those families and those hostages that remain. But at the same time, the relentless bombing of the Palestinian people, and many of them have been just innocent people. They're not Hamas. They're literally women and children, and you can't unsee the amount of pictures and videos of children that have been blown to pieces, and or they're finding them dead in the rubble. That isn't, those aren't actors. That isn't fake war propaganda. It's very real, and I think that is equally horrific. I want to see an end to it, and I think most Americans do.
I mean, with President Trump's involvement, it looks like, you know, this first phase, a ceasefire, it's happening. We're monitoring all of that closely. Of course, it's very tenuous. I want to ask you about something else that Ted Cruz responded to. So you recently suggested on X that a, quote, foreign government...
Hey, Tuftong, the reason why I play this, when you listen here so keenly, boy, you talk about cyberbullying.
Or powerful people may try to kill you. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas shared that post of yours on X, writing, quote, why do crazy people keep thinking the Jews are trying to kill them? What do you say to Cruz, and what did you mean by that?
Well, first, that was an extremely ridiculous thing for Ted Cruz to say. I never said Jewish people. I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't hate any people group for their identity or who they are. So that was unbelievably low for a sitting U.S. senator to say that. But what I'm talking about is very real. I have a tremendous amount of death threats. It's
yeah, what should I say? Tuftong, the congresswoman this attack. Listen this. Boy, you talk about cyberbullying with your big old, hey, if you go in now, hear this.
Senator to say that. But what I'm talking about is very real. I have a tremendous amount of death threats. It's documented. I have some of the highest amount of death threats as a sitting member in the House of Representatives. And when you speak about certain issues, we can watch the calls and the emails and the messages. They increase.
So Tuftong, you know, get call and email and message a death threat. People just attack them mind and you come and talk about cyberbullying and you're the minister. Where they secrete the place, make him listen again. Listen.
And when you speak about certain issues...
She come up and talk about cyberbullying. You can't talk about cyberbullying as a minister. Cyberbullying. Hear this.
We can watch the calls and the emails and the messages. They increase and the threats increase. And so when I say I am seriously concerned for my life, and I say if something ever happens to me, I really mean it. It's okay for me to say that. This is the time that we're living in.
She said, okay. She come and talk about cyberbullying, and you say, Tuftong is the biggest P-hole. You hear this? Real death threat and real thing happen. Real thing. She said when she talk, when you look them watch it, them ask it out, the email where she get, the phone call, them directly call her officer or try call her and get death threat. You come and talk about cyberbullying. Eh? Pay it back.
Increase and the threats increase. And so when I say I am seriously concerned for my life, and I say if something ever happens to me, I really mean it. It's okay for me to say that. This is the time that we're living in where we're seeing political violence, and I'm totally against it completely in every which way. But when I say something like that, and to have another Republican of my own party insult me and insinuate I'm saying something I never said is absolutely unacceptable.
Right. And I know a lot of members of Congress are getting threats,
Absolutely.
Which is, you know, we can't tolerate that. But when you...
Them get threat, lot of member, them get threat, but a real threat. You and your little that police, them all, hey, for go and leave the people them alone, let them talking about them breeze. Nobody not threaten him. Them not send him no email. Them not phone call him and not threaten him. Him a go and read people comments. Them can't even comment. Oh, cyberbullying not go for you, man. It's a piece of shit, Tuftong. And you're the biggest Tony world better. Them things that must bother you. You have a minister. And that's how the world run. Why you think so much them minister and them people here? Why you think them have so much bodyguard? You know them big country that we run. Why? And get that threat. Not talk about cyber. Somebody says something about no, they get that threat. You get it. Yeah? That's why
and insinuate I'm saying something I never said is absolutely unacceptable.
Right. And I know a lot of members of Congress are getting threats,
Absolutely.
Which is, you know, we can't tolerate that. But when you say the foreign government or powerful people, who specifically were you alluding to there? I'm
saying anyone. Any foreign government, any people of power. I'm talking about the Epstein list. This has been the most.
So Andrew, when I part of the list too. So Andrew Epstein, Agintai Epstein, who wants on the list? Queenie Epstein, who wants the list, man?
I don't understand why. I genuinely do not understand why there's been any effort to hide this and prevent it from coming out, but because of the efforts for years now to hide it and prevent it from coming out, it certainly makes you feel afraid when you're one of the ones truly on the front lines pushing it to come out. I also serve on the Oversight Committee, and we're leading that investigation there, so I'm involved on both fronts. The Oversight Committee investigation, as well as my signatures on the discharge petition.
And you don't think Oversight's doing enough then on that?
Actually, to tell you the truth, the Oversight investigation has the power to go much further than Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna's resolution.
But they're not doing that. Why do you think that is, in your view?
Actually, well, number one, there's a government shutdown and the House is not in session, so nothing is happening. But actually, the Oversight Committee has subpoenaed a lot more information than Thomas Massey's resolution specifically calls for. But here's my stance. I'll work on this involves women who were raped. Women at 14 years old who were raped. And they say there's more people involved. I don't know how anyone in their good conscience can be against letting that information come out. So I want to help on any front that I can.
You're a courageous politician, but more important, a loving mother. Thanks very much for coming in. We hope.
That's a real interview. We're going to see back Tuftong now. Tuftong.
The big news that we're all following right now is obviously the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas and Gaza, and the hostage deal that all the remaining Israeli hostages dead. And
so make we listen back, Tuftong. Tuftong, make we listen you back. Because you want to talk about cyberbully. Better. Go with that thought there, man, about cyber. Cyber what? Cyber bully. Sometimes you gone to the dog now, brother. Tuftong. Think I want to refresh, you know. Move that. Move this. Move that. Think I want to refresh. Okay. Yeah, man. Tuftong, you more this back, you know.
The grace of a health minister. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, whole Jamaica ever seen healthcare? Truth for bus. So earlier, I posted on my social media pages my views on cyberbullying, where people spew hate and vitriol either to hurt others.
Tuftong, if you just go away, man. Yeah,
or to just create a negative impression of those persons. So I decided to go into my pages and pull over a period of time some of the responses on the negative side, just to make the point, and hopefully try to respond to some of them. Jamaica deserves you like a hole in the head. What that mean, boss? You want to kill me? Tuftong is the biggest pee-hole Jamaica ever seen healthcare. Truth for bus. That sounds like a threat to me. I try my best. I'm not perfect. But the truth is we have made progress in public health in many ways. One is almost laughable. Then if Tuftong own a funeral home, what do you expect him need? Nobody. I have never ever owned a funeral home. This is an outright untruth.
No, your veteran want to own. Your counselor. Incentive. Play it back.
P-hole Jamaica ever seen healthcare. Truth for bus. So earlier, I posted on my social media pages my views on cyberbullying, where people spew hate and vitriol either to hurt others or to just create a negative impression of those persons. So I decided to go into my pages and pull over a period of time some of the responses on the negative side, just to make the point, and hopefully try to respond to some of them. Jamaica deserves you like a hole in the head. What that mean, boss? You want to kill me? Tuftong is the biggest pee-hole Jamaica ever seen healthcare. Truth for bus. That sounds like a threat to me. I try my best. I'm not perfect. But the truth is we have made progress in public health in many ways. One is almost laughable. Then if Tuftong own a funeral home, what do you expect him need? Nobody. I have never ever owned a funeral home.
You know your veteran want it. You know your veteran. Are you counselor?
This is an outright untruth. Should a load a trailer pace you out? This guy says a trailer must drive over me and pace me out on the ground. Tuftong.
You could have taken your picture on the wall. Or the trailer could have you and then just pace you out. It's a trailer pace you out.
There's a disgrace of a health minister. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So these are just a few, and there are many more. There are very positive ones, and there are negative ones. So when I talk about the vitriol and the hate and the innuendos on social media, it is real. And those who are perpetrators of it don't like to accept it. But it is something we need to do something about. Maybe
I must try most of the people, you know. Him and them, you know. Yes. Can't work. That can't work, brother. I don't know if you can come on social media, you're a politician. And I talk about what? Cyberbullying. You can't talk about cyberbullying. When people have them people dead because of the hospital system and not there, they're going to blow up them anger towards you. You know that. Not to put up this and that one bag of bullshit. Not working.
we should do some reflection, or we all should do some reflection and determine whether or not there's a better way than engaging in this kind of hate. And
Yeah, there. Yeah, there. The man start with comments. This is more than thin skin. Tuftong. I go on with people comments. I try and muzzle people. Make them stay. This is word. Them blow off, them win. You go check enough of them people. I thought them just lose a mother, or them lose a baby, or them lose somebody for them. Because of Tuftong and caring approach to the health system. Eh? You understand? Zane? It's bad. Hear this.
spewing of hate. Next time, the whole Jamaica ever seen.
And the people at him. And yes, he is. Sorry. Look upstairs. Yeah. People. We're up on the road, you know. Time cold, you know, bad, you know. So, come out of the car and the light, and I run down the battery. Now I drive. So long, you know. So long. Backside, me for run go out there. For make sure that no. Start it and make sure it good. Hope me not drill it. When me run go out there. What that me do, man? Yes. Cold time. Yeah, man. Look at. You know people are come at him, you know. He run out to talk about cyberbullying. Tuftong ever truthfully own up to anything he does wrong? No, brother. Nothing for not. Remember, I'm not own up nothing at all, you know. Him not own nothing. Him just a live and get paid. Him are the worst minister in the history of Jamaica. The worst. Tuftong. He's the worst. See? No. Me boy. No, man. Me have to run go. Well, come in after 3 hours. 2 hours. No, man. I'm more than that. Yes. I believe the light in the hand. That concerning now. 2 hours. Me forgot make sure my battery all right, yeah? That bad down. Yes, it's bad. But maybe let's recap. I run go there, I have to make sure it's all right. You have to make sure that I call time now. See? Call time, they leave the light and call time. All right. Backside. That concerning to me, you know. It are not made. So me have to run go. Hear me no, man. Later, me run go make sure everything good here. You know what to move. Me just run go make sure everything good. So later, but if I come back, come hammer them pan this. Because Dora not no head. Don't have no headspace, none at all. I talk about internet and work. When you have a hurricane, she talk about go online. And if light down, what happen? And she knows this and you know them like when them there at school and Bushrat him come tell lie. Say all the shelters them look out already. These are lies. So when you hear him talk and when she talk now, when you trade them, none of them don't make sense. None. I'm going to go look at my business here. Cause this, I'm going to go look at my business and make sure I'm comfortable, make sure the battery not dead. See? Yeah, man. I'm going to go look at my business. If anything, later. That's why my key thing them not open neither, you know. The key thing them not opening. See? Let's see what I want here, so. Okay. So the key thing them not open. So I'm going to run out. Let me just do this. Let me log in at this and then we run out of that. Yes. My computer then well my computer then know it already. I'm going at this. Alright. I'm going at this. Alright. Later. I'm going to look for my thing because I'm mash up my head now. Yeah? Later.
We lump some, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we not honor them. We lump some, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we not honor them. We alone some rise up the bomber day.
I'm not just not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Make the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold like a bull man. We send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical filter. Put up in the rhythm, they load some more hole in a hater. Lyrically inclined.